What's going on, all you gamers? Today we're going to be jumping into some Helldivers 2 and I'm going to be going over what I believe is probably the best and the easiest way to level up very fast. Helldivers is an absolutely amazing game. I've only just picked this up, so I'm probably a little bit late to the punch, but if you need to level up fast and if you need to be able to do it solo, which can be very helpful sometimes, then this is the way to do it. If you're like me, you've had a lot of troubles with groups because it's either kicked you out or there's been some other team issue in some regards. Also, there is the old error code at the moment where you can't actually get on, so I've not been able to put too many hours into this, but I definitely found this was the fastest way to level up I found. So the first thing you gotta do, and you can do this pretty much at any level, but I would say at 5+ it works best, go over to your armory and grab whatever your best loadout is. I usually put on the first shotty just to help me get those one-hit kills. Then you're going to want to pop over to this area just here in order to grab yourself some nice stratagems. This isn't essential, but it definitely makes your life a whole bunch easier. I found going through them, the best one to pick up by far and away with this is going to be one of your airstrikes, and that's going to be this one just here, the Eagle Cluster Bomb. This gives you 4 uses, which is amazing. You can clear so many targets with this, and then it's also got very low cooldown and you'll be able to replenish them if you wait a little while after they resupply. After that, as soon as you've got the resources, make sure you pick up one of your sentry guns. The Gatling sentry works absolutely ideal for this, so if that's the first one you pick up, that would be perfect. If you can get others as well, say for example the mortar, that will also work in your favour for thinning out the herd and taking enemies down faster. Now from here you're going to head all the way over to the Galactic War Table and you're going to see exactly what's going on. Remember, depending on when you're playing this will be completely different to mine, but the main thing you're going to be looking for will be a certain mission that you'll really be able to take advantage of. And from how I've been playing so far, pretty much at any level, as I started doing this around about level 3 after I found some of the missions a little bit too tough to tackle myself. I've literally just started playing the game, and solo, sometimes this can be an absolute nightmare. Now it's up to your preference, you can do this on the automatons or you can do it on the Terminid side, but I found the Terminids works best because they group up a little bit more and I could take them out a lot faster. Go over to one of the planets that you're kind of vying for control of, and then you're going to be looking through the missions for an ideal one to tackle. The one you're after is going to be this one just here, one that says defend the area. This is going to have you in a set space, it's usually very small, and it means you're tackling waves of enemies a little bit like a horde mode going on. Once you're inside, remember your turrets are going to help you massively. Then you're going to be able to look at your map to see which way they're coming from in order to set them down early on and dwindle down the foes a little bit fast at the start. I thought I'd show my experience with one that I was absolutely awful on rather than one that went correct, and I got killed in so many different ways, a lot of times pretty much through my own ineptitude because I didn't exactly know what was going on. But using grenades, using your turrets and using those airstrikes is going to dwindle down these very fast, and even if you die a few times, I could pretty much always make sure I extracted. This is going to give you some really nice XP, especially for how fast you can do this, and it's going to be modified accordingly depending on what difficulty level you're on. After that, remember you've done this now, so you can't do the same one again, so if you want to look to some of the other planets in order to tackle them, you can very much do that. Or another thing you can do, go down to another objective, and then you're just going to go over to return to ship alone, as you can see on the board just here, and this is going to reset the missions available for you so that you can tackle some of the ones that you've previously done straight away again. Now this, I'm not sure, it might go against the control that you're actually vying for in the planets. Let me know in the comments if it does, but where you're completing one and then not completing one, it kind of works out as if you hadn't played, so you're not really going to be screwing anything over. One quick tip is going to be, if you can, on some of these missions, if you can go up higher, elevated is going to be your best bet. Chuck down grenades, mow down the enemies at a little bit of distance, and I found you're going to be able to get yourself a whole bunch of XP, you're going to rank up fast, and after only a few hours, I was level 10, and I was able to get myself some really nice gear, some nice stratagems, and it's just going to make the rest of the game a little bit easier for myself. Remember, if you want to go up higher difficulties, you will have to complete those mission sets. Hopefully that's helped a few of you guys and girls out. There'll be a lot more content on the way from me. As always, for all things gaming, take care. I'll see you on the next day.